this is the video you've been waiting for. The Rovan Max 45cc is going off the death ramp. That's right, you heard me. It's a little nasty out. The weather's kind of drizzly, a little bit of moisture and some kind of like rain spitting on me, but we're ripping it up for you guys. This thing is a beast. You hadn't seen this truck. It's got a 45cc two-stroke engine and just got it fully broken in. Such an animal. Two-wheel drive, does like 40 miles an hour. It's crazy. Let's fire it up. That was so sick. I took that nose bomb like that. That was huge. I think these are the world's biggest Rovan jumps. Hopefully I didn't break anything. It's still running, but the bumper really did its job there. I don't know. Oh yeah, baby. Wow, I am super impressed with the Rovan. This thing took a flogging. It was very difficult to hit the death ramp because this thing is as wide as the death ramp. So I was struggling. Thunder was struggling out there. This truck is not easy to fly in the air, but man, when it flies, it is epic. There is no other sea like that. And it got pretty high, y'all. I'd say 20, 25 foot and just took it. Some of those landings, it just stomped it. I did have a rear end landing, and we thought the pipe was going to be pulverized and destroyed. To be honest, I can't see any damage at all. The pipe looks fine. It's still intact. I do see where it has kind of melted into the plastic here. So I wonder if it did get pushed into that a little bit. But whatever. It was running great. I don't see any damage to the engine at all. I did break some things, and I'm going to go over it with you guys. And it's not as bad as I thought it was. So I know a lot of y'all said that these arms were going to break like glass, but there's a really cool design feature with this truck Rovan did that really helped the arms out. You can see this arm did not bend at all. It's in perfect shape. It didn't waller out here, and I'll tell you why. The way that they designed this thing, if you look right here, see that little D-block suspension bar? It's pretty thin, okay? That's the only thing that it ties into, as you can see here. And it's got a captured suspension pin with an E-clip. The only thing that took the hit was this D-block here. You can see where it snapped off there, and it was a clean snap. So really, even this part of the front of the D-block, which is plastics tied into this shock tower deal, didn't break. It didn't do anything. And all that happened is my suspension pin bent like that, and the arm, it saved the arm. So yeah, big shout out to Rovan for that. Great design. You know, this thing took it well. I could probably put this in a vise and bend it back, but I am gonna order a new suspension pin. Sorry guys, my neighbors are mowing. So I'm gonna order a new suspension pin just to be safe, and a few E-clips. The shocks is fine. The shocks are great. The drive shaft is fine. It just kind of popped out of there, but that'll just pop right in. No big deal at all. And I am gonna order a new D-block here. Just that little piece of metal that just screws on. In the front of the truck, I want to show you. You saw that crazy nose bomber landing, which really scared me to death. But the bumper did an amazing job. It's a great bumper design. It's got a ton of flex, as you can see. Look at that flex in that thing. It just really, of course you can see I've got it pulling up because I got this skid plate taken off here. But it's a really good design with the bumper, guys. I did manage somehow to bend the chassis somewhat. I don't know if you can see it on camera. And it's not like it's bent up. It's like it's bent a little bit to the right. It kind of twisted a bit. Like I said, it's hard to tell. You really have to look at it with tires on the ground and stuff. So the truck, I think when it did take that nose bomb, it did slightly tweak the chassis, just ever so slightly. If I'm looking at it from the front, it'd be to my right. If I'm looking at it from the rear, it would be to the left. So it's sitting a little sideways. So what I might do is take this piece off here, take all this off, see if I can bend it back straight. If not, I might order a new chassis. But honestly, guys, I was running it like this, and I couldn't even tell driving it. I really couldn't tell. I know for the people that are all about like looks and everything, that's a big deal, but it did not affect the running of this truck at all. So, you know, whatever, I could put a new chassis on it, or I could try to bend it straight, or I could just keep running it like that. But literally, guys, all that I'm out is a oh, I did manage to shear a drive pin right here. It goes on the little deal, but that's nothing. I just need a new suspension pin, which basically I can really reuse this one. The only thing that I need to run this truck, oh, so right here, this little crossbar, see that little bolt? It bent a little bit, but that's nothing, guys. I could bend that back and keep using it, but I'm gonna order the correct parts to get it back. I had a heavy roof landing, and the roll cage did its job. It did snap it here, but it protected the engine. So I might order a new roll cage. I don't think that's a huge expense there at all. Everything else, guys, the engine, the tank, the servo, it's all in perfect shape. It took it like a champ, and the truck is running great. So I'm amazed. I did not expect to bash this thing as hard as I did today, but I let the thunder rip on it. I got a little carried away, but man, I'm really amazed at this truck. Truly a beast, guys. If you're thinking about getting a 5th scale gas, this thing's the way to go. I went ahead and did all my Loctites and everything, so you definitely got to Loctite this sucker up before you really start running this sucker heavy. It is fast, y'all. It is super fast, super powerful, super mean. Definitely one of my favorite RC cars of all time. Nothing can even come close to the fun you get out of this thing. It's absolutely amazing. I know a lot of y'all, if y'all buy this truck, you're not going to flog it like I just did, you know, because I'm crazy here at Thunder RC, but she took it well, and I do this for you guys to see the durability of these trucks. And I'm telling you, this thing is fine. I just need, like I said, a suspension pin. I need a little D-block on the rear there. Might bend this front of this chassis out a little bit, and that is it, you guys. It's gonna be back up and going and ripping around. So as always, thank you so much for watching. You know what to do. Peace out.